Welcome back, Hi. Player Dart here, and it's another glorious day at Mount Holly. So, let's see, we got the sauna last time. Our allowance is up to 63. I have a package. Brass compass and coupon book. Boo! Boo. Not even a gem or a key? I realize times are hard for companies, but still. So the main thing that we are going for today is we really want to see the laboratory, because last time we put up the satellite dish, which did something or other to the laboratory. We don't know entirely what. But the laboratory gets us experiments. Experiments get us letters. Letters get us stamps. Stamps get us sigils, and sigils get us postcards. So, yeah, we want that. Shrine. How about we do... I don't know what number to try. How about 15? What does that do? The berry picker. When drafting, instead of picking a floor plan, you can pick a berry. If you do, draft a floor plan at random from your draft pool, disregarding rarity, and you'll have that for 3 days. Okay, so you're more likely to get something that's rare. But crucially, you are not more likely to get something that's good. So this isn't going to give us anything that we haven't seen yet. This is just basically the entire house is the dark room. Remind me never to do 15 again. Go into the corner. Conservatory. We love a conservatory. And so... Now, this is going to be a contentious day. Look at this. The vestibule burned me last time because the door that locked was the way back to the rest of the house, and it fouled up the rest of the thing. You know what? I dislike the vestibule. Let's do that. And then the archives are currently unusual. More berry picking. It's going to be, there's some random thing. Although at least with the archives, you kind of know that the rarity and the gem costs. You can sort of figure out whether or not the missing one is the one you want, whereas the berry is just utterly random. I want to know what thing on this thing is 55 inches. That just can't be right. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to try to fend off the archives as much as possible. And the casino, I don't know what the point of the casino is. I still don't. It feels like it's games of chance, but games of chance that just never pay out. I'm going to make it slightly more common, because I don't know. I may not get the chance to fix that for a good long while, but... The treasure trove, the gallery, and the secret passage. Yeah, treasure trove. This is something that I should also be, like, going back and trying to make happen. Because we've had a lot of these. Oh, I only have one key. Well, I'll use the one key. And it's green. You've seen all the memos that appear in this room. Except I believe the last one just got finished telling me that green memos and pink boxes are false. So, yeah. Thanks. That was totally worth it. Well, I suppose we had to go through it in order for it to do that. Ordinarily, I'd pick the parlor over the billiard room, except I just got finished saying I don't have any keys. So let's get that. Don't think there's anything lying around. Oh, but we do have the handle just lying on a barrel. Okay. 4 squared is 16. Ooh! Oh. So I assume that we're still going from the inside out. So 4 squared is 16, rounded to the nearest 10 is 20. Oh! Okay. 6 rounded to the nearest 10 is 10. Squared is 100. Divided by 10 is 10. I thought I was done with new weird symbols in this game. I was wrong. Okay, 10 and 2 is 12. 12 rounded to the nearest 10 is 10. Squared is 100. Divided by 10 divided by 5 is 2. Minus 1 is 1. Correct. And I get a silver key. It's the middle. Utility closet, pantry, observatory. Let's do the observatory from here. And get a star up to 42 and see what we have today. Now, a friend of mine told me that if you don't click on a constellation, it doesn't apply. So I see Draxus, and I am not interested in Draxus, so I'm not going to click on it. I was furious when I found out that's how that worked. It's like, you mean I don't have to take everything? The fact that I've looked in the telescope doesn't just automatically tell me these things? How dare you? Oh, you let me do it. Pantry goes that way, Mechanarium. What do we got? The pump room is 1. 2 workshops, security. So 4. It's not awful. Let's do the Mechanarium. So this is a diagonal door. So it gives us a way in there, assuming that's what we want in life. And then this one over here, I think maybe it has something behind it. Oh, another silver key. I think that's the first time I've ever seen it do that. I mean, it's been spent, it left the game, and then it gave it to me again. Fascinating. Oh, I should have used the silver key. Okay. Kitchen would cut off the corner, but it would give us access to that door in the antechamber. Don't know if that's something we want. Or should we just go bananas and do... Let's pick a wild berry. Why not? What did we get? Trophy room. Okay. Sure, why not? So that answers a couple of questions. Looky there. Okay. So since we're here... Yeah, we want that. So to continue from before... Laboratory gets us letters, letters get us stamps, stamps get us sigils, sigils get us trophies, trophies get us blue tents get us I forget. So we really do want to do that. I've given up on this. It's still sitting at 102. I don't think we're ever doing this. It's just not ever going to happen. So, oh well. Back to the Mechanarium. North from here. Drafting studio. Okay. Yes, drafting studio. Because it's November, so 11, and there are 3 gates visible here, 2 on the back fence, and 3 in the front. So 3 plus 2 plus 3 is 8, so November 8th. And then over here is the little mini safe, and now, yeah. 08. Enter. Yay. Mini letter number 5. Sure. This isn't awkward at all. November 8th. Uncle, in a few hours we are departing. As planned, we will be taking the old Mountain Way tunnels to the north. We'll go as far as we can by trolley until the rails give out. Then we'll proceed on foot until we reach the southern border. I've never been as excited, nervous, and heartbroken. I may never know if I've made the right decisions, but I've made the ones I felt my father might have nodded in approval at. I'm leaving a message for Simon here in the safe house, this unhallowed cavern that we have called home for the last year. If something should happen to me, please guide him to this place. Try to show him what these lost days were all for. Explain to him, if you can, that the intersection between foolishness and doctrine, the thin wire we stood upon above the world, holding hands and throwing stones. Holding hands and throwing stones, in those days we were guilty of everything. As always, Mary. I keep wanting to rotate this safe. So there's not a gem in there, but there is letter number 5. So, whoops. So that's that. There is one safe left to get. So that's something. And this is the last room in the house that we can access. Oh, sure, fine. Casino! Barry! Why not? The vault. Wow, we got really good rooms. Yup. Okay, the things are still open, yeah? Yeah, the passports are still there. That's open. I could have sworn there was a passport in it, but apparently not. I don't know if there are any other keys available to open in here. Perhaps. Okay. So, that didn't do what we wanted. So, we did not put the planetarium in, so I don't see any reason to go do anything. So let's call it a day. It is St. Holly, the corporate shopping center of prayers. So we have the conference room, the office, and the mailroom, which is why corporate. 4 different shop rooms, which is why shopping center, and the chapel, the cloister, and the shrine, which is why of prayers. So, yep. Not much else to say there. We're going to try this again. We're going to continue because all I did was get that safe open, which isn't much of a thing. Better box? Sleeping mask, 2 gems, 2 keys. Better box. The shelter. Yeah, the shelter. We can do 3 red rooms without consequence. Parlor. Is this a repeat of yesterday? Let's do the billiard room first this time. Now what do you got? 3 squared is 9. Oh. 9 reversed is 9. To the nearest 10 is 10. Oh, no, it's not. Why is that wrong? Oh, no, it's the other way around. To the nearest 10 first is 10. Reversed is a 1. That's better. Oh, gosh. So then 1 times 8 is 8. Squared is 64. Reversed is 46. Minus 20 is 26. Divided by 2 is 13 over here. Got it. 2 keys. Well, now it's going to do the opposite thing. I'm going to have all the keys and I'm not going to have gems. Corridor, storeroom, observatory. Let's do the observatory. Flowers, key, apple, diamond, the slice, and some steps. And some chests. That's a good day at the observatory. Pantry, observatory, locksmith. Hey, yeah, the observatory. Costs a gem, but we want to get the stars back. Ooh, there's the Eye of Draxus. And I don't mind the Southern Cross today because the 2 big bad ones are going to be sheltered if they come up sooner rather than later. And also, ooh, money and gems. Hybridice and gems and keys. That's a pretty good haul. Okay. All things keeping up. Lost and found. What do I have? Prism key, coupon book, sleeping mask, compass, salt. Like lots of things I can afford to lose, but I get 2 rare items for it. That feels like a good deal. I lose. Oh, I'm sheltered. So I get that, the telescope, and I get the watering can. Nice. First. Laboratory, thank you. Goodness. Was that so hard? Experiment setup. Yes, continue with experiment. While drafting, if you draw a drawing room floor plan, each time you find some trash while digging, whenever you draft an archived floor plan, well, if memory serves, I've not got the opportunity for the archive floor plan because we nerfed it. But each time you find trash when digging, that's the thing that's going to happen more than once if I can get my hands on a shovel. Permanently add 1 gold to your allowance? That feels like a good deal. I'm not getting letters, but start the experiment. That's kind of a letdown. That's all seems perfectly normal. Here. Corridor, study, locksmith. Not great. Only the corridor lets us get through. Redraw? Oh, the freaking vestibule. Oh, you know what? I'm reading the vestibule for the first time. It's not when you draft it. Anytime you enter it, the doors unlock and the 4th one becomes locked. Which makes me wonder, could I have fixed the problem by just leaving and entering the room again and gone back the way I came that day? That makes it a particularly stupid room. I'm going to pick a wild berry. What do I get? What do I get? It keeps giving me the trophy room. Oh well, 8 gems. But it's cut off the east wing of the house. Let's see this. Parlor. Yeah, let's do the parlor. Because I only have 22 gems. We need to give Editor Dart something to do. He's getting bored. Okay, what do we got? Oh, multiple statements. There are 2 statements on this box. They are both false. There are 2 statements on this box. The gems are in a box with no true statements. There are 2 statements on this box. Okay. So, this box has to be the one that is all false. Because the other ones start with there are two statements on this box, and that was true in both cases. One of the boxes must be all false. That's this one. This box cannot be the one that's all true, because obviously that second statement cannot be true. So this must be the one that's all true. The gems are in a box with no true statements. That's the black box. See, just because there's multiple statements doesn't mean it's that much harder. Done. Okay. Use a key. The conservatory. We'll have seen it twice. And get my gem back. Ooh, maybe increase the allowance. Coins. Pafooey. Okay, what do you got for me today? Oh, the closed exhibit. Oh, well, let's start with this. That should be commonplace. Correct. The chapel, commonplace. I'm okay with that. The closed exhibit is rare. I mean, I can always say no, right? Let's make it standard so it shows up more often. I kind of want to know what the hell the paper crown does. Okay, that's probably going to bite me in the butt, but oh well. Conservatory. Here. Fine. Yeah, the vestibule, that's what we want. That's fascinating as a choice. Because we are absolutely at the end of the day. Would I like to have 28 gems and 76 coins the next time I play? I bet I would. Yeah. Freezer. Fantastic. And I still don't have the planetarium. So, oops, no, resume. The only other thing that's worth doing is to see if there's any other dig spots. I think there are dig spots in the foundation, and that's it. But hey, if we can increase our money. So, I'm sure I've passed all kinds of things all over the place. That disappears from the game, but it doesn't add to the account because the account's frozen. Oh, oh, oh. Do I? Do I care? I don't know that I care. Yeah, I probably don't care. A pair of chests has been added to the front. Sure, why not? I mean, sure. What are we here for except to cause chaos? Oh dear. Too many chests. Oh, gems I can't keep. How many gems could I have ended the day with? Honestly. Money. I'm not even going to bother picking it up. That's just needlessly animating things. And 7 ivory dice. Sure. Okay. In here. Turnip. Oh, that's the least useful thing it could have given me. Oh! How dare you? And there's not another one over here. You could have given me a shoe, but you didn't. Okay, I think that's it for this. Because I don't think there's anything else I can really do. But my allowance is now up to 68, which is nice. I'm going to be flush with cash next time. Okay. Yep, we're going to call it a day from here. It is a garden shopping center, 4 shops, 6 green rooms. fairly pedestrian day. Ah, well. And so we got one more attempt because I'm only going to put 3 into a single episode. But hopefully something interesting will happen the next time. Okay, as is usual for this channel, we're going to try one more time to do something interesting. So my money's left over. I have 30 gems and 144 gold. That ought to be enough. Sleeping mask, 2 gems, 2 more. And a couple keys. The keys I do need. Thank you. And astonishingly, though the berry picking is random, it didn't suck. Do we have anything? Oh, I don't know if we have anything. Let's do the tool shed. Which gives me... Oh, the wrench. Should I even bother taking the wrench? And the shovel. Shovel is useful. Wrench is way less useful these days. Unless there are, like, old rooms that we just don't end up getting anymore. I think I've got the laboratory cranked right now since we've increased something or other about the laboratory. I didn't really notice anything different last time. I don't know. But Reading Nook's pointing the wrong way. Mechanarium should not do anything, and the drafting studio deadheads us. So if I don't want to get cut off, I have to do a berry again. That's terrible. And it's the showroom, which will absolutely cut us off. But, I mean, Moon Pendant Master Key? And I can't afford either of the other 2 things. Laboratory. Lovely. And it's commonplace, which is exactly how I like it. Something interesting, please. Each time you find some trash while digging, each time you eat an apple, each time you unlock or bypass a security door, gain a key for every 2 hallways in your house, gain a star, permanently add 1 gold to your allowance. I think dig, gain a star, because rebuilding the number of stars is more important. I have so much allowance now, it's not a priority. Let's try that. That gets us lunch. Workshop, casino, attic. And none of them are going the right way. This is terrible. I mean, this feels like it's a bad idea. The freaking trophy room again. And it is bending the right way. Good. So, gems. Am I too far away? I am. Not that I entirely care. Okay. Now let's try filling this in. Boudoir or Cloister of Lydia. Let's do the Cloister of Lydia. Because it's a 4-way. Dig stuff. Turnip. Now, someone said that was... Oh! I have the kennel. Digging unlocks the doors. That's what that means. That's what that other person was trying to tell me. No, it's not that the dogs are nearby. It's like the ringing bell in the dining room. And of course I don't get anything that triggers my experiment. Hate these. Lost and found. There are some things I would really rather not lose. The gear wrench, goodbye. The salt, meh. The broken lever, car keys, I don't care. But the moon pendant or the master key would suck. if I lost them. Should I gamble? I'll gamble. And I lose the moon pendant. Oh well. Secret garden key. And what? An aerosol can of repellent. Press X in any room in your house to use. Starting tomorrow, that floor plan will be removed from the house and draft pool for a week. Okay. That's a new thing. Haven't seen that before. Okay. I don't want to walk back into this room, because then I will lose something else, because it's every time you enter. Oh, what will the closed exhibit? Oh, it'll make me go in that freaking room twice more. But I want to know what it does. Freaking hell. Okay. Crud. I've lost the master key, because of course I have. The music room will at least get me a key back. And this, the prism key. And this. We'll reveal that. Lower the barrier, because that'll put the velvet rope down. And then I gotta run through the room. No, not the chairs. I got it. Paper crown. If there is not a red room among the first 3 floor plans you draw while drafting, you may redraw. Also useful for rehearsing museum burglary. Okay. Fun. So yeah, let's hit north. Use a key. And now I'm down to 6, down to 5. Woo! The Dovecote is the only thing that will let me turn. But let's try a redraw. Treasure trove is worth doing. Let's do that. And now I can get through there if I feel it. Oh, right. There's a pile of money behind me. And I'm back up to 136. And I have to use one of my precious keys on this. The next 4 boxes marked with a moon contain false statements. Okay. Like I'm going to remember that. Okay. That's it. We're out. Parlor. What do we got? The white box has exactly 1 true statement. The black box has no true statements. The gems are not in the black box. The above statement is true. The blue box has exactly 1 true statement. The gems are in the blue box. Okay. I think I need to write that down. Okay, I've written everything down. And looking over this, the first thing that jumps out at me is the top statement on this box. The blue box has exactly 1 true statement. That actually has a lot of interesting implications. If that statement is true, then since all these boxes have two statements, and the rules of the game are that we need a box that has nothing but true statements, and we have a box that has nothing but false statements. If the blue box has exactly one true statement, it's neither of those two boxes. The white box and the black box are the one that's all true and the one that's all false in some order. But we got here by saying the black box had a true statement. So it says that this box, the black box, is the one with nothing but true statements, and the white box is nothing but false statements. Does that make sense? I hope it does. If we take the top statement here to be true, then the blue box has exactly one true statement. It is not the box that has nothing but true statements, because it has only one true statement, not two true statements. It also cannot be the box that has nothing but false statements, because it has a true statement. So the white box and the black box are those two boxes named in the rules. But we got here by saying the black box was true, so it must be the one that's all true, leaving the white box to be the one that's all false. So now, do the statements hold together? The bottom statement on this says the black box has no true statements, but that logic has us assuming that the black box is the one with nothing but true statements. So, since the path that we're exploring has the blue box with a true and a false statement, that means the second statement must be false and the first one must be the one that's true. But this also has us saying that the white box is all false statements, but requires the top statement here to be true. It's one gigantic contradiction. So no matter what else, the top statement on the black box is definitely false. It's not possible. Does that get me anything? Well, I mean, the first statement on the blue box is the same thing. The white box has exactly one true statement. So let's do that again. So let's say, what if the top one there is true? Then the white box is split. Therefore, this box must be the all true. The black box must be the all false. And the white box is one true, one false. Now let's look at the white box. The second statement there says the above statement is true. I think that guarantees that the two statements must have the same truth value. If the second statement is true, then it affirms that the first statement is true, they're the same. If the second statement is false, then the first statement also must be false. So the truth value must be the same. So that's a problem. That means that the first statement on the blue box cannot be true because the two statements on the white box must have the same truth value. So now we have found a false statement on the blue box, and we have found a necessarily false statement on the black box. We must have a box that has nothing but true statements. That must be this one. So the top statement on the blue box is false. The top statement on the black box is definitely false. And the two statements on the white box are definitely true. Let's go back. The top statement here, which we've already proven has to be false because it leads to a paradox, is the blue box has exactly one true statement. Therefore, the other statement here must be false. So the second statement must be false, that the black box has no true statements, so it must have a true statements. So the second statement over here is true, and therefore the gems are in the blue box. Wow. Editor Dart must have had a field day with that. The drafting studio again in the reading nook. Yeah, redraw. Billiard room. Yeah, why not? Maybe we have more weird math to do. Okay. All right, inside out. So 8 squared is 64. Reversed is 46. Divided by 2 is 23. Minus 20 is 3. 1 is 1. Times 8 is 8. Squared is 64. Reversed is 46. 46 minus 20 is 26. Divided by 2 is 13. That's boring. 20 is 20. Reversed is 2. Squared is 4. Okay, so now we have this repellent. Is there anything that I particularly don't want to see in the house? It's the only thing I can think of to use. I'm looking, but I don't see anything that I say, you know what, I'm not interested in this. I mean, the foundation would be interesting because it would let me relocate it to somewhere else. Apparently, it's very weird that the foundation is as far forward in the house as I've got it. And I can see some advantages of having it be elsewhere, but I've never seen it be a disadvantage. It's not terrible. It's not bad. What does the satellite dish say it does? New experimental data packets can now be uploaded to the laboratory from Cinca. Am I supposed to do something? Maybe I'm supposed to do something. Because I've had the laboratory a couple of times now. It hasn't done anything particularly different. Maybe I need to investigate the computer in the laboratory and see. Log into network. Data transfers. Okay, so electronic mail. Yeah, there's nothing new there. Data transfers. Sync a data packet transfers, satellite status online. Press enter to view available data packets. Press escape to return to the network menu. Packet 1, Advanced Experiments, a collection of lab experiments designed for experienced technicians. Press E to download the packet. Well, I feel dumb. E. Data packet contents 8 new experimental triggers. I assume that's not -8. And 8 new experimental effects. Ooh. Each time you draft an upgraded floor plan, lower the reservoir by 1. Ooh. Okay. Each time you access a different terminal today, the first time you enter, this is wild. The first time you enter each room on rank 9, for each room you draft in the next 40 seconds. For each room with a fireplace you draft? The next 10 times you view your map, lose 10 steps and then. Each time you pull a different antechamber lever, each time you draft a tomorrow room. I almost read that wrong, as each time you draft a room tomorrow. No, that's different. Lower the reservoir by 1. Like there's a lot of these things that, like, I would never do this. Stock your pantry with fruit. Unseal an antechamber door. Permanently increase your lockpicking skill. That's fun. Gain a random item, then set your keys to 0. Oh my god. Remove a crate from the tunnel. Remove a crate from the tunnel? Okay. Gain a key for each 30 steps you have. Lose half your steps, gain 4 ivory dice. Ooh, okay. Data transfers, no more. So that was the only one that was. I wonder if there could be other ones. Oh, it's going to be wild. Oh, gosh. Okay, log out. Yeah. Well, now I've done that. I think it's time to call it a day. It's about time. And for this one, it's a garden hunting lodge because we have the trophy room and the kennel. Okay. So, we did a couple things. It wasn't completely uneventful, but I could have found the thing in the laboratory way sooner than I did. But yeah, we're going to continue to want to hit the laboratory and remove a crate from the tunnel. That's the one that's particularly weird. What does that mean? Guess we're going to find out. Thank you for watching all the way to the end of this video. Please leave a comment to let me know what you think of what I'm doing. The like and subscribe buttons will let me be seen by other people. And we are going to be heading back into Wires for a second time very soon. I have a new bit of Lingo DLC that I've written that's going to be coming out very soon. I will be announcing that here very shortly because it's in playtesting. I got 3 people who have offered to playtest. I'm happy to let other people do it. Look for the posting that I have to see how you contact me. And that will be available on Steam soon. I've been Player Dart. We will see you in the next video. Have a great day, and goodbye.